I've spoke a little bit about proofing and gone over the process, and I thought this time, instead of just saying, oh yeah, this is what a proofed dough looks like, blah, 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 I'm going to show you what to actually do once you have your yeast, flour, sugar, salt, a little bit of olive oil. You don't have to use a lot. I suppose 3 tablespoons, roughly, for something like this. It's only a dash of oil. So this is about 3 cups of flour, 7 grams of yeast, baker's yeast from a sachet. Like I said, flour, sugar, salt, olive oil. Now, lately I haven't been putting salt in my doughs. I was slightly making me tomato sauce a little bit more salty, and I thought, no, I'm not going to do that anymore. So, yeah, you're only sacrificing, what, a maximum tablespoon of salt for a batch of dough this big. I think this container's roughly 2 litres. So without further ado, I'll roll it out. I sprayed the inside of the container with a little bit of canola oil. You don't need a lot, just so it won't stick. Yeah. They'll be considerably thick. Oh, no. Not as bad as I thought. So this would be roughly 300 grams, 320. Wouldn't be much more than that. So you basically separate it. You can get a pinch of flour, if you like. Just to stop it from sticking to your hands, and you apply a little bit on the ball. Gently apply it. There you go. Now it's a nice formed ball. And I've put a little bit more of that spray on the tray. And then what I will do, because I've just separated it, I'll give it one more small proof. Be too thin, and you don't need to roll a circle. When you roll me personally, what I do, you saw the size of the dough ball. I'll put some flour on it, push it in the center, try and bring out the edge. Then what you want to do is get your palm and then slowly make a circle shape. But what I do is put two edges. I make like a well, then push the center, so I get one fat edge on one side, one fat edge, then you want to turn it, and then you gently hit those edges. And it doesn't matter if you make a slightly square shape, you just want to gently do that. And then what you can do once it's roughly, it only just has to be the same consistent thinness, because you can gently move your dough on the plate and literally shape your dough into a circle. And because I wanted a crust, I've pressed gently. And also by doing this, I find I can feel around and go, okay, and I can check its consistency. And if I think something needs to be gently moved, you just gently push it over. Now this little doovalaccy, it's called a dough docker. So if you ever bought supermarket pizza and saw holes on the bottom and was like, what's that all about? Well, I think this helps let out steam and keeps it at the shape it is, so it doesn't blow up. I've got to confess, I'm not 100% sure if I've just murdered it or what, but I do this and yeah, I seem to get good pizza. I'm not going to apply sauce because I know I wouldn't splash like a like I'm doing a finger painting, but yeah, I just wanted to demonstrate. But yeah, as you can see, they're fairly uniform. You know, they've got that nice rustic look. But yeah, all I do is get the ball, roll it in some flour, gently press in a circle, then palm to spread it out a bit. I suppose you can toss it like, you know, an expert if you don't mind your dough being on the floor. But this was a 5.5, 6 hour proof. So, and in proving terms, that's actually pretty quick. So, you know, it's not that I'm in a hurry or what. It's just, like I say, it's a simple dough. I can include the recipe. And I did forget to mention warm water. Warm water, olive oil, sugar, salt optional. Like, yeah. And yeah, flour, warm water, oil, sugar, salt, olive oil. I've probably said that twice. I'm half asleep. Sauced base. I used 1 tin of whole peeled tomatoes, blitzed it, obviously. Teaspoon of mixed herbs, roughly a tablespoon of sugar. You could probably use a little bit more if you want, just to help take that bitterness off. So sugar, salt, pepper, smoked paprika. Helps give it a nice smokiness and that nice dark red, rich colour. Our ingredients are going to be a mixture of red and green capsicum, sliced mushroom, delicious home smoked barbecue pork by my very talented brother, Mr. Brennan Resist. I can put a link to it. Well, there are links to his YouTube on the homepage, and we've got some nice beef sausage. I've partially cooked, so it was easier to slice up. Pineapple, obviously. I don't look, for the record, don't care. Okay, I happen to like pineapple on pizza. You can wince and cry all you like. Bacon, chopped rough. Doesn't have to be super small, super big, you know, just rough strips. And our other protein is, of course, scallops. I personally like the roe, but whatever. They were $8.50 for a bag, and I thought, I'll make a gourmet pizza out of it. Okay, so our main proteins are sorted. I will be doing a mixture of the capsicum on both, but I think it'll be mainly seafood, bacon, pineapple, capsicum, and then the next pizza will be sausage, pork, capsicum, and sliced mushroom. Oh, yeah, I can turn that down a little bit, can't I? All right. Here we go. One of the reasons I chopped up the capsicum so small, I sort of kind of wanted to see if I could make a pizza that looks like them stereotypical ones in the freezer section, you know? Sort of have that Back to the Future 2 vibe. But yeah, what I'm basically doing is trying to work out how much scallop is going to go onto a slice, you see. So that's why you generally have 1, 2, 3, hang on. Move him in a bit. Move that around a bit. Move that around a bit. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. So that's going to be minimum 8 slices. So you want to position them. Imagine where your knife's going to go. Go over a that going to be scallop overkill, you think? We've still got to get our bacon and all that on yet. Yeah. I reckon that should be alright. Put one more here for good measure. There we go. It leaves us a couple. But I'm sure there's probably going to be some leftover. A little bit of leftover meat on the second one, so. Now I'll get the pineapple, I think. I just got a tin and sliced it. You can give it a slight gentle squeeze when you pick it up, and then you just pretty much go in between a few. See what it's going to look like, rather than, trying to clump it. Or just kind of, nonchalantly throw it on. You want to mix your flavours a little bit. Won't hurt if you've got some bits that are close together. Yeah, I've put the oven on about 230. So that should be enough. Alright, we'll pop that there. We can always add more if need be. Now, just sort of drop your strips. As long as you're spreading them out a bit, they don't have to be perfect. That's why I cut it up into strips instead of like little small pieces. You don't want your bits too small. Don't want them too tiny. Go a bit more. Oh. Put that in the bin. Won't go touching the floor right now. I'm trying to make something. Yeah, it is vacuumed and all, but I'm not gonna put a fucking crummy fucking square on that's fell on the carpet. It can go in the bin. Alright, that should be enough bacon. There we go. There's plenty of topping there. Then we get our capsicum, spread it out. You see what I mean? It's got that nice magazine cover look almost. And because capsicum's, sweet, that's another reason you don't need a lot of pineapple. Yeah, I'm liking the look of this. I'll put a little bit more bacon on, I think. So we've got some, you can see we've got plenty of capsicum for our sausage and pork. So we'll just chuck a little bit more bacon on. Help fill it out a little bit. Because we don't want to get too carried away. Because it's, like I was saying, the base isn't super thick. It will puff, but it's not, not a deep dish. Okay. We're finished with our pineapple. We've got leftover pineapple, bacon and scallops, so there's always an option of making a half and half or something like that. And we bring our mushroom across for our second one. Set that there. The capsicum. And you don't need tons of cheese. I ground this up finer than what you would probably normally, but I got a 200 gram block, and like I said, it was a 24-month vintage, so it was on special. And I thought, if it's got a nice tang and melts all right, then it should make a nice cheese. That shouldn't be too much or too little. It won't be ready to go in the oven just yet. So there we go. There's our scallop, capsicum, pineapple, and bacon. And now next one will be the sausage and mushroom. I'll be back in a flash. And here we have base number 2. Just help our things over a little bit. There we go. Oh, it smells amazing. And you just do pretty much the same thing with your scallops. Just try and imagine roughly where your slices will be. Get it nice and even. But I don't suppose it matters too much with this type of meat because it's flat. So, you wouldn't need to spread it out heaps. But yeah, it just helps build consistent flavour. Look at that. Oh, it smells amazing. Very, very spoilt. This was made for Mother's Day. Made with a lot of care and attention to detail. Very nice meat. Very, very nice. And as you can see, heaps of sausage. So I guess you'd give it the scallop treatment. Make sure you kind of spread it out a bit. I maybe could have cut the pieces down, but they're fine. Oh, the smell. It really does smell like barbecue. Oh, that was a bit more barbecue meat. Smoked meat. Yeah, this is going to be maybe not special, but yeah, it's going to be nice. Oh, I might as well use the rest of this sausage. But yeah, I don't have another shift until Thursday, but I wanted to get some food made, so if I can, need to have something that's going to fill me up, give me some energy. Get me through a night's work, no worries. Beautiful. I wish you could smell it. It smells amazing. But yeah, I should I was about to say I should say to my brother, you should make fucking barbecue tutorials, but the only thing I really know about it, it's fucking expensive. Like, I know money's not everything, But that's another reason why I feel so privileged to be able to put this on a pizza. Like, that's, that's why I say it was made with care. And yeah, I feel very privileged to be able to use this meat because it was very nice. It is very nice. It's fucking really, really good. Yes, capsicum, I think, can go on next. But yeah, you can check his YouTube out for guitar tutorials in Raglan Lines. It's the links on the bio. If you'd like to check him out, he does alternate music, instrumental stuff. Yeah, like I say, tech tutorials. Really, really good stuff. He also streams live on Facebook. I don't know. Yeah. I think because he doesn't really, his videos aren't massively long. I think that's why he doesn't worry about streaming on YouTube or Twitch. So he was doing Minecraft on Twitch, but he may figure it's not worth doing like a 15-minute, 20-minute solo experiment, musical experiment with pedals and that. You may not consider that to be stream worthy, but yeah, I didn't ask. Probably could have. But anyway, his links on the Twitch bio in Raglan Lines. You can find his channel on YouTube if you want to check him out. But yeah, you might not want to do barbecue because, how are you going to do a 12-hour video? I don't know how long I don't know. I just remember him saying he was going to have to be smoking the meat all day, so that would probably explain why it wouldn't be suitable for a video. But hey, you never know. I'll ask him, and yeah, if he wants to do some editing and all that sort of stuff, you never know. Might not have time either. So. But yes, this should be rather nice. Smoked pork, beef sausage, capsicum, and mushroom. Not overly complicated. Probably could have done with some onion, but as you can see, there's plenty of topping. Like, there's no need to get super carried away. And these mushrooms are going to leach water, obviously. So, if anything is going to make the base too soft, it's going to be excess moisture from the topping itself, and we don't want that. There shouldn't be too much sauce, but yeah, we'll apply our cheese and check this oven and see how we go. All right. Might have to put some cheese on. Done well to not fucking spill heaps of stuff everywhere. I usually do this in the kitchen, obviously. But the other reason why I ground it up this small is because I don't know, but for me personally, I didn't want super thick cheese. I never used to do it this small, but I don't know. I think in a way it makes it easier to get an even spread, and in a way you can put less on. But if you put the cheese close enough together, it won't burn just because it's such a small grate. But yeah, our sausage, beef sausage, smoked pork, capsicum, and mushroom. Yeah, the crust does look a little bit dark, but trust me, it's not as dark as it looks. It's overcast outside, so it's a nice, crispy, well-cooked dough. It's not black at all. It just looks a bit dark. And here we have our delicious scallop, pineapple, bacon, capsicum, And I believe that's it. Yeah, scallop, pineapple, bacon, capsicum. Simple. As you can see, the scallops aren't burned. They're nice and juicy, nice and soft. Beautiful. I reckon these would have been in the oven for what? Minimum 25 minutes. Nice crisp dough. I think I'm going to cut the seafood pizza. So let me take this bun back into the kitchen, and I'll grab a knife. Just cut a slice off our scallop seafood pizza, as you can see. Not too thick, not too thin. It's juicy, it's sweet. It's not often I make a perfect dough. It really is just right. As you can see, the sauce hasn't made the bottom soggy. You more see the side there. The dough's nice and white, nice and aerated, nicely cooked. Very, very nice. Now here we have our barbecue pork, mushroom, beef sausage, and capsicum, I believe. Granny red capsicum, mushroom, pork, beef sausage. Yes, because I didn't put bacon on it, because it's already got pork. See if we can capture that. Oh, look. Oh, yeah. Because you can't look at it, but oh, yeah. Hear that crunch. Gently. So, there you go. Now, when you cut pizza at home, you don't have to try and cut it perfectly. Doesn't matter. Oh, yes, look at that. I don't want to tilt it anymore because I don't want the pizza to slide off. Just sort of, yeah, you see the toppings in the bread, like in the dough. Yeah, it's yeah, a little bit on the moist side. That's what happens when you lay it up on mushrooms. Oh my goodness. The natural smoke from that pork and the little bit of fat from the beef sausage. Oh my goodness. Wow. But yeah, like I said before, very blessed to have been gifted some smoked pork from my brother's smoker. Did some for Mother's Day. They were leftovers. So, if it was just sausage, yeah, it'd be okay. But that fucking smoked pork just elevates it to nirvana. Like, incredible stuff. So, yeah, there you go. Thought I'd do a in-depth tutorial. Didn't want to be repeating myself too much, but I just thought, I'd never gone over the finer points. So hopefully this little activity inspires anyone and everyone or whoever wants to give it a shot. But yeah, homemade pizza is not complicated, and the rewards far outweigh the inconvenience of having to make it yourself. I'm just not smashing that because, I don't want to be making noise on the mic. So yeah, there you go. Give it a crack. You will not be disappointed.